going on there, YouTube?
VapingwithTwisted420 has returned.
That's right, people. We are back once again. It's motherfucking Thursday, and we have a product that I should have done like a month or two ago, but I'm finally getting to today. And that product is, people, the FreeMax AutoPod50. That's right, people, the FreeMax AutoPod50. Now, I'm a little behind on this one. I'll be the first to admit it. I've been meaning to get to it, but now here we are. Okay? We're here. We're doing it. We're talking about it. And this little thing's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Well, you see the little gradient fade they got here from the black to red? It's kind of different, right? It's got something going for it. Anyway, people, what this is a 2,000 milliamp hour, 50 watt, 4 mil capacity pod mod. All right, that's available in a multitude of finishes with this gradient fade, and I've seen it sell on the internet for about 50 bucks. Okay, 50 watts, 50 bucks. Pod mod, low resistance coils, mesh. We're going to talk about all of it. They got these new mesh coils that they designed that are very different. And I got to say, they look different. They do stuff different. They got fucking stuff inside the things. We're going to talk about it. Okay, we're going to discuss it. And we're going to go all the way through it, all right, people? And before we get going, let me have a toke. Oh, it's so smooth on the airflow, and it's cool how they did the airflow. We'll discuss that and much more when we dive up close. And people, there's no better time to do that other than right meow. All right, people, here we are up close with the AutoPod. This is its packaging. They tell you things in words. Pop it off. AutoPod again. They really want you to know what's going on here, people. And there is our specimen, hanging out, chilling like a villain. But if we dig deeper, see this little tap? You pull that. We got a whole new world of excitement. Let's see what we got in here, people. All right. Ooh, silica. Shout out to my homie, little silica right there in the cut. All right, so you got some stuff. All right, but the main things, you got some O-rings. You got a USB-C charging cable, might I mention, and your extra coil. You got a 0.5 and a 0.25. A weird looking coil, huh? Kind of different. They did some different stuff here. But anyway, that is the packaging contents, people. All right, people. First things first, we're going to start with this pod, which holds 4 mLs. And that doesn't look like it at a glance, but it does hold 4 mLs. And look at that. Little. One thing sucks, you got to pop the pod out to fill it. A lot of them you can leave on there and fill, but this one, you know, everything's sitting in there, so you got to pop it out, do this little maneuver. But this flap is easy to get open. They leave it hanging off the side. I can appreciate that. And you got a really big, generous slot to slot some juice into right there, right? Pretty neat. So check this out. These are the coils, right? But like, you got these coils and you got this base with airflow control. These coils screw into this base, yeah, and then they go up in there. But let me bust out the macro lens real quick so we can take a good up close and personal look at these bad boys. All right, people, so we got a 0.5 here and a 0.25. Plenty of cotton, plenty of waking, I dig it. And you look off in there, we got a couple of meshes. Now, on this 0.5 right here, the mesh is very spread out and wide. See how it's kind of all over the place there? On this 0.25, it's a tighter honeycomb kind of grid. So yeah, I think they figured out some shit with this higher resistance, spreading out the mesh versus lower resistance, tighter bundles. But anyway, those are the coils themselves, people. Now, before we move on to the rest of the device, I'm going to show you how this airflow works, right? So here's your airflow down here. You can adjust it, yeah, close it off, open it up. So you got a little chamber in here, right? And all of this leads up to the top. Son of a bitch. Okay, so you got a little chamber down here, and when you put it together, all of this leads up from that airflow down here to this little slot out front. Just wanted y'all to see that, how that works. You got a little chamber, air comes up, goes out, bam. Okay, cool. So, got our up and down buttons, fire button, very pronounced. Looking good. We got our screen, we'll check out in a moment. This is 2,000 milliamp hour. Feels solid, but it's not too big. I can dig it. We have venting down bottom along with our USB-C charging port. Don't really like them on the bottom, but it is USB-C, so I am thankful for that. But yeah, man, it's just like a cool little dude. You know what I mean? You just fucking put it in your hand and you vape on it. It goes up to 50 watts. Like, what do you want? So real quick before we got here, I'm going to show you the screen and some of these interesting menu settings. All right, people, here we are with the screen. As you know, goes up to 50 watts. No round robin. You got to back it back down yourself. You got battery bar, resistance, puff counter, how many seconds you're hitting it, and your voltage. So to get into the menu, 3 clicks. All right, so we got set. So you can set the time out of the screen, your puff counter, and the time. You can set the time. You know, we got that, and you can factory reset it. But we're going to exit out of that. Info is kind of interesting. So if you go to battery, right, tells you your voltage, pretty standard stuff. But if you go to version, you know, it tells you the stuff there. And then I've been seeing this on a few mods as of recent, temperature. In case you want to know the temperature of the board inside. There you go. Fucking there. In case you ever wondered, there you are. Then you exit and like fucking that's it. Other than that, turn up and down, 5 clicks on and off. That's all she wrote. And that is the screen, my friends. And at this point, people, I feel perfectly fine with backing out, talking on it, and vaping on it. Here we are, people. We've taken a look at it. We took a quick gander at it. Now the main question is, Twisted, how does the AutoPod50 vape? Well, I gotta say, vape's pretty good, man. These new coils, the flavor is hitting, and the way this airflow is constructed, it's very smooth. This might be some of the best coils I've come across inside a pod mod. They're really good. They did some research and fucking they got the papers out and wrote shit down and calculations and algorithms. And it made for some pretty good coils here, man. Let me have a toke. Be it the 0.25 or the 0.5 flavor is fantastic. Airflow is fantastic. Here with this 0.25, I like to vape it right at the max, 50 watts. And it's just a gift that keeps on giving. I don't even know. It's so smooth and so flavorful. I can't beat it, really. But anyway, we've clouded it up enough in here. Let's discuss pros and cons, people. Pros and cons. Pros, the coils, the flavor, the airflow, all that. Okay? It says 4 mil capacity, but I don't know. This thing seems like it runs out pretty quick. There's not a lot of room in there, but they say 4 mils. You got to fill it kind of somewhat often. And it is a con that you have to take it out, flip it upside down, and do all that to fill it. I wish it would have been fillable on the device without removing it. That's just a little personal thing, little pet peeve, nothing crazy. That's how I feel, all right? The 2,000 milliamp hour battery is fine. It's good. Depends on how you're vaping, though. If you're at 50 watts max, you might get through about half a day before you need to plug it up. So keep that in mind. But it does have 2 amp quick fast charging with this USB-C on the bottom. Love that it's USB-C. Love the 2 amp charging. Dislike the bottom orientation. Don't like to leave stuff laying on its side while I'm charging. But I guess if you're in a car, it makes more sense to have it on the bottom. But any other scenario, I'd rather have it on the side somewhere, okay? Screen is fine. Nice little grayscale screen, nothing too crazy. It's got a lot of options. Check your temperature and stuff. Battery voltage, pretty simple. Not too bad. Fine. It's fine. Screen's fine. I would have liked to have seen a nice little colorful screen on there, though, but that's just personal preference. Love the look and feel. Very ergonomic. It's all rounded. Feels well in the palm. And I love the look of it. This gradient black to red looks nice. I gotta say that it looks quite stunning. And I've seen the other colorways. They also look good. Overall, this AutoPod50, it's a mixed bag. It's like I love the vape on it, but the battery life and the capacity, it leaves me wanting a little bit. Love the USB-C on it. Just don't like it on the bottom. Wish there was a way to fill it without taking the pod out. Other than that, this thing's awesome. All those cons, I can sidestep based on how good it vapes. FreeMax just knows how to sprinkle that magical fairy dust on their coils. And, the flavor, the airflow. Oh, that's just good stuff. That's just good. It's just a great vape experience. So smooth, so flavorful. I can't complain. Very happy with the vape on this thing. And that's what I got for you, people. No links in the description, but you can go look around, Google it. You'll find one of your favorite websites to order it from. And that, my friends, is what I have for you today. Sorry I was late on getting this out, but it's worth the wait because it vapes like a charm. Like a charm. Thank you for watching. I truly do appreciate it. You guys are fan-fucking-tastic. Remember, it doesn't matter what the fuck you're vaping on, man, as long as you're not on the gosh darn stinkies. That's what's important. Also, don't forget, check out my Twitch. If you like watching people play video games and cracking jokes, I stream every day, and Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights. Link in the description. Come fuck with your boy. And last but not least,
You stay sexy, YouTube, from Bubbles and Twisted.
Vaping saves more lives than Captain Planet.